We're going to be talking to Gordon Reeves. We're going to be talking all about the new community centre at Thistle Hill. So, Gordon, welcome along to the show.
Thank you very much, Danny.
Now, I was wondering, to start us off, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, firstly.
Yeah, surely. Well, obviously, my name's Gordon Reeves. My background is a police background. I was 32 years a Metropolitan policeman. I retired in 1992. And I set up my own little business, an IT business, and I went and worked back for the police force. I finally retired in 2000 after I had a heart attack. That made up my mind. That's the end of the road working wise. And I finally moved down here 5 years ago, and I've settled down here on the Thistle Hill estate, enjoying every moment of it. I'm currently the elected chairman of the trustees of the new Thistle Hill Community Centre.
I was wondering, could you tell us a bit about the community centre and how things are going? How's the building going?
Well, Danny, the new building is almost complete. Well, I say almost complete. It is complete. The only thing we're waiting for at the moment is the snagging period. We're going through the snagging period where any minor repairs to be done before it's taken over by Swale Borough Council. The centre itself consists of a large hall, which will be our community hall. We have a kitchen and a meeting room. Attached to our centre is a sports area, a football field. It's going to be specially turfed so that the football fields or the sports fields on the island are generally built on clay. When it dries out, they crack. Well, this is guaranteed. The surface of this one is guaranteed it won't crack. And there is a special drainage system underneath, which we can get the sprinklers. We'll store the water. Sprinklers come up and we can water it from self-drainage underneath. But that won't be available to us until about 2013. But we have changing facilities in there, showers, toilets, disabled facilities, everything. It's going to be a genuinely good community centre.
Now, how did you become aware of it, get involved, Gordon?
Well, I was when I moved down here, I moved on to the estate, and the estate was still in the progress of being built. We decided, a few of us got together, and we decided to form a community centre, a residents association, combine it with a neighbourhood watch scheme, which we did. But I got myself known throughout the council and throughout the neighbourhood watch from there, and it was from that I got a flyer from Swale Voluntary Services telling me about the community centre. Would I be interested? And I took up the offer. I went to a meeting and I became very involved from that very first meeting. And of course it's gone on from there. We've had several meetings. We've now we have 8 trustees involved, of which I've now been elected the chairman of the trustees. We are a charitable trust. We have a charitable registration number, and we're now just progressing towards opening up that centre and getting the community involved.
Gordon, when's it going to open?
Well, hopefully we hope to be open to the communities later this year. Probably, we hope, October, November. The trouble we've got at the moment, there was a delay there still is a delay in handing it over to us from Bovis are handing it over to Swale Borough Council, and of course then Swale Borough Council will give us a lease and open it up to us to run it. I hope this is going to take place in mid-October. The handover to the council will be formalised, and then the end of October, beginning of November, it will be handing over to the trustees for their trusteeship to run it. In between times, we hope to have an open day where we will invite the members of the public, the community, to come and view us, ask questions, get involved if they want to be involved. We certainly do want more people to be involved. we want to set up a management committee. We would like more trustees. I mean, there are some of us working, there's 7 of us at the moment, 8 of us at the moment working very hard to get everything off the ground. But we do need more. I mean, the more the better. We can be more successful with more people. And hopefully we'll be up and running, taking bookings for the hall. Any organisation that might want to set up something in the hall for the community, we hope to get it all off the ground and up and running by January next year. In between times, we are hoping to get a little something going for the festive season, the Christmas coming up. So hopefully we will be in charge of the building by Christmas. So if we can get that off the ground, that'll be an added bonus for us.
We are talking to Gordon this evening. We're talking all about the new community centre at Thistle Hill here on the Isle of Sheppey this evening, right here at BRFM 95.6 this evening. We're talking to Gordon Reeves, and we're talking all about the new community centre at Thistle Hill. With a question coming from a listener. You never left your name, unfortunately, but we'll still ask Gordon this because it's quite a nice question and appropriate to what we're talking about. And it's a question asked him, what sort of things are going to be going on in the community centre when it opens?
Well, hopefully there'll be numerous things going on, anything which affects our community. At the moment, they're planning. Well, clearly we're not off the ground yet, but it has been suggested we get line dancing for whoever wants to go line dancing. There will be children's activities. 1 day a week, 1 morning a week. It's even been suggested we let scout groups or boys brigade groups, girl guides groups, whatever, utilise the facilities during the week. It'll be open for we'll be open for any suggestions, anything that the community wants to get involved with. We will try and achieve whatever they want. One of the things that I'm setting up myself is we're going to have a carpet bowling club.
Right.
That will 1 evening a week. I think that's enough to start with. But anything. This is the reason why we're saying we want to have this open day where we want the community to come along to tell us, meet us and tell us what they want to do, what they would like to see in the community centre. We, of course, then can set about sorting something out or something, whatever they want. We're just getting off the ground, so clearly we need to start at the bottom and work our way up, and we need the ideas. We need some input from the public, from the community. Tell us what you want and we'll try and arrange it. And that's I think that's the easiest way I can put it at the moment, until we actually get bookings for events or whatever. We want to be a community. We want to have theatre outings, whatever. As a community, we want to run children's parties at Christmas time. There will be events, we hope, at Halloween for children. All the things that the community would generally be involved with. I know there are you could set up IT centres and things like that, but at the moment we're not gone down that line. But of course it's an opportunity. If we can get the equipment, we will do it. We have a certain amount of funding at the moment which we can use on whatever, so we just need the ideas from our community to put this all together.
Gordon, I know there was a few things you'd like to add.
Well, yeah, there were a couple of things I'd like to add and emphasise on. Is the fact that the new centre is not there to take the place or to take the communities from the existing community centres which are on the island. We're there for the whole of the island. If people want to come and join us, they'll be most welcome. Our funding and everything else is for the whole of the island. We're not going to be in competition with the other community centres. We will work with the other community centres to make this a much better community to live in. Couple of things that come up with that. We don't want to be in competition, as I've already said, with the other community centres, but we would like to join with them in arranging things together. I know it's going to be difficult because you've got community centre at one end of the island, another one at the other end of the island, and then there's a couple in the middle, one at East Church and of course the New Road one. New Road is very successful and we're fairly close to them, but I must emphasise once again that we're not in competition. We want to be part of their community, and we want them to be part of our community. We want to be a community of Sheppey Islanders.
Yep.
And this is what I foresee as happening eventually, but it's going to take time to do it. It's going to take a long while to get it all together, but I know when we do get it together, it's going to be great.
Now, if our listeners would like to find out more, can they contact you?
Yeah, they can contact me. I'll be quite willing to take any calls at home. My home telephone number, 01795, obviously, 870 361. I'll take any calls and give anyone any information that they want, or likewise you can contact me by email. My home email address is g_reeves@madasafish.com. I'm not mad as a fish. That's my email address. But likewise, I think James Walker at Swale CVS would also be quite happy to take any calls concerning our community centre, and he can be contacted on 01795 473 828. James also has a email which he can be contacted on. His email address is james.walker@swale CVS, all one word, that's swalecvs.co.uk.
Gordon, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening, telling us all about the new community centre at Thistle Hill.
You're very welcome.
That's Gordon here at BRFM, telling us all about the new community centre at Thistle Hill. You may have seen it being built steadily over the last few months here on the Isle of Sheppey.